Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today we're going to be knitting a scarf together, a loop scarf in a pearl pattern. So this time I'm going to show you how you can knit in rounds. So for that you won't need much, but you will need your 120 centimeter long needles. So with the line of course in between. And yeah, even if you're a beginner, make sure to stay tuned. It's going to be an easy project. So let's get right to it. So I'll start with the wool, 1 spool of Caron cakes, this time sprinkles cake with a lovely color gradient, including all the little sprinkles all over. So these little bits that are all throughout the entire spool make a really wonderful effect. So when you're done, you're gonna see it even better. And if you like this particular one, it's called the Vanilla Bean. Our 8mm needle, and I followed with the recommendations as well. So I have my line on here as well since we are doing a loop this time. It's 120 centimeters long if you want to use this exact one. And this is what it looks like all put together. And yeah, that's my material of choice. So 77% acrylic, 20% wool, and 3% other fiber, and it's 200 grams or 8.5 ounces and about 186 meters or 204 yards. So let's take the beginning thread out. As you can probably notice, we first start with lighter shades. We go over to some of the grays over here and some pink, as well as some beige, and then again we get a bit lighter shades and some gray at the end. I'll start by pulling out about 3 meters of our wool. Take the thread onto the needle. And start with the stitches. I'll be counting because I need an even number of stitches, so I have 5 for now. $10, $12, and now I'll continue till the line is completely filled. So I have here 136 stitches total. So here is my needle that I started the stitches, so on my left hand, and the needle with the threads on it in my right hand. And the working thread is my gray one. So it's super cool this time because you can always tell by the difference in color which one you need. So we started with the super light and went over to the gray. But anyway, let's take the needles and do our first stitch knitwise. And then the thread goes in the front and we do a purl stitch. And we repeat these 2 stitches. And we will do this until we reach the beginning thread. So here is now my first row, and I finished this now, and since I have an even number of stitches, it's perfect. So this is where it matters. So my last stitch was purl, and my first stitch in my second row is going to be knit stitch again. The second round will be the other way around. So each knit stitch we will do purl-wise, and each purl we will do knit-wise. here is always a change where my beginning thread is, and it's great to have because you can always see and have the orientation you need. So you will always know to do the opposite of what you did in the last round. Theoretically, you could use a marker as well, but I don't really think we will need one this time. The thread is already there. So make sure you do the opposite from what you did, which you can always see underneath. So that's where we start and end our rows. So you'll definitely notice this every time when you go past it. So anyway, keep doing the opposite from what you see. And you can notice the beginning of the pattern, but it'll be more and more visible later. So I have a couple of rounds and you see our purls now. So here for reference, I didn't even use that much, but the purls are already there and the pattern already shows. So keep working in knit and purl stitches one after another. And the cool thing is that you get a cool result on both sides. So the front side has a specific look that you can see already. And on the back side, you also have a really nice result, so you can wear it both ways. So I'll finish our spool now and I'll show you how to finish up then. And I'll get back to you as soon as I finish the majority of the wool. So you see how the scarf grew? You can even see the gradient, so the gray and the pinkish shades with the beige here, almost a yellow here, and then again a lighter beige. And I am at the moment at another gray shade. And now I'm here at the mark, so I decided to take one after all. So this is my last round with the pattern. I decided to stop here, and that means that we can now cast the stitches off. I just have a tiny bit of wool left over and it wasn't really enough, so I decided to stop here. So I'll start by casting off, so just like we usually do, but if you would like to follow my lead, feel free to do so. So here is how you cast off, simply by pulling one stitch over the other. So super simple. You can see the section that we finished, and now we'll do the same all around. So I'm done. I have only 2 stitches left, so I'll do that really quick. Last stitch, shorten the thread now and pull out and tighten. And then we need our darning needle and we will hide the beginning here. Through here then. So here I have hidden my beginning, and you can't tell anymore where I started or ended, and it's like every other stitch in the last row. So now we have to weave this in, and then we're pretty much done. Don't forget the beginning thread as well, and that's the only two pieces you have. So when you weave those in, that's it, you get your finished scarf. You can see a very pretty pattern this time. It's super thick wool, so it's super warm for the winter and super cuddly as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Feel free to post any feedback or wishes for future projects. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to stay updated, and I'll see you in our next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye!